Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to explain about fetal health classification using machine learning and its outputs, which is supervised by our Professor M. Shamla Devi Madam, and it is done by our teammates Tejaswati, Lakshmi Lalsa and myself. Now let's get into the video. So when you start the program initially, it will have outputs taken from Catchy. So go to kernel menu on top, restart and clear output, then start. Whenever a new cell is executed, you can see it will have a start and then it changes to a number. We have to wait for that to change into number. At first we are fetching the datasets. The dataset is inside the project folder in a CSV format. Out of that, only 80% of the data we are using for training and 20% for our validation. So initially, after fetching data from the dataset, at the time of fetching data, we will categorize it into and it's display it. You might have seen in a pie chart. This is the pie chart. Okay, these values are pulled out from the dataset as well. These are readings from the cardiotocograph, which is used to scan the fetus. After that, we are plotting a graph based on uterine contraction, baseline value and fetal movement. The three color lines indicate the normal, suspect and pathology cases. After that, we are plotting for acceleration of the baby, which is sudden movement in the mom's womb, and light declaration, etc. We need only certain parameters which can help us to predict the fetal health is normal or pathological or suspect. We are categorizing into it to three. Normal is that baby is normally pathological, means it is affected with some injury or a disease, or the baby's health status is not normal. The third category is suspect. It is partial assumption that the baby is alright. As we look into the graphs, the blue color one is normal, the red color one is suspect, and the green color one is pathological states of the baby. So next, we need infos like the uterine contraction rate, abnormal short-term variability, means like the mother face like a sequence of small issues. Let's look at analyzing variability using VIF. Now we have to calculate the VIF using the data we got and looking at the outliers. We can see the box plots for numerical variables in these pictures. As you can see, also see the box plots for numerical variables at severe declaration also. Now let's move to the training model that we have achieved. Training mode data and logistic regression is what it is required for to know the basic movements of the baby. Now let's move to the code that we use to get the output. Now you can see the code that we have used as an input to gain the output of the movements of the baby in the mother's womb. As you can see this. So this is what the code that we have done, and that's all for about our program. Thank you.